Dave, I said earlier that E.Reyes had beat Tony Owen 13-4. Well, that was 9-4. That was a TV match, and it was raced to 9. So he had beaten Tony Owen 9-4, and N.Varner had won his match against Tommy Kennedy, also 9-3. Those matches were TV matches, and I'm just correcting myself on that.
Suffice to say, both these players have been impressive in their road to the final. $15,000 awaits the winner. It started with 88. You're down to these two, and I think if you were picking when the week started, most of the so-called experts probably would have gone with these two gentlemen.
These two players would have been included in the list if you were have to pick like 10 players who were going to win this tournament. And Nick continues to break the balls. Great. Notice the cue ball is coming back with the 1 ball. And a nice break. Notice the cue ball and the 1 ball together. That's important when you break the balls. If you can keep those 2 balls together, usually you have a shot or a safety. Now, it looks like Nick may be able to make the 1 down the corner. I don't know if the 8's in the way or not, but if it's not, he'll probably elect to play a safety.
So the 4 ball was a race, so that's why he continues to shoot.
Nick will put the cue ball behind the 6 ball and put the 1 ball up table by the 9 ball. Oh, we put it by the 5 ball, okay, but notice the cue ball behind the 6 ball. He wanted to make sure that he kept the cue ball snookered from hitting the 1 ball.
Reyes, they call him the master, the magician, the great touch. He doesn't mind playing a safety game.
No, he loves this part of the game right here. He hardly ever misses the ball when he kicks at it. Misses hitting it.
Oh, my goodness, what a shot.
There you go. He kicked the 1 ball in.
You can hear the oohs and the ahs, and this is a hard crowd to impress. Probably the most knowledgeable of any of the crowds in the country.
Look at this shot. 1 ball right in the side without even touching a rail. That was a great shot. Great kick shot. And now he has a nice table. Ball's laid out nice. I believe I only have a problem. He'll play the 3 ball on the side, and he'll bounce off the rail and come back out here for the 5 ball in the corner.
You saw early in the graphics 8 international titles, but never a major title in the United States, despite the several opportunities. You think, though, you said it's just, you believe coincidence that people have played great against him when he's gotten to that final plateau.
Well, you can call it what you like, Dave. Hard luck, coincidence, whatever. I just think that eventually he's going to have to be able to win one because he just keeps being there. He keeps knocking on the door. He's a great shot maker. It's a great shot right there. Notice the cue ball just comes off the rail nice and soft for the 7 ball. It's got a great stroke, and his knowledge of the game of pocket billiards is enormous. He's having a little problem getting in line. It seems like he wanted to be straight in on the 8. He's got a little angle on it. So probably hold it up a little inside, a little right-hand English low. Notice how the cue ball just moves very little. Nice speed.
Oh, you're not kidding. I'm sure his heart skipped a beat for a second. It looked like it might hit and not go in, but there it is. So the first chapter belongs to the gentleman from the Philippines, 39 years of age.
He'll hit the cue ball low, trying to hit it with an extreme draw, and the cue ball just go in the center and stop. And he's made a ball. He's made the corner ball. Does he get a shot? Wow, that's big right there. That 1 ball came out. He's got a shot. He's going to be awful tough to beat if he keeps making a ball and getting a shot.
It did just peel away, I think, from the 3 ball, didn't it?
I think he's made 2 balls on the break. He's got the 1 ball and the 2 balls right here. He'll play the 1 ball with low right-hand English and draw the cue ball down to this area somewhere for the 2 ball. Just hit it perfect.
You sound like a broken record. You said that about 30 times already, but it's true. Execution is...
He's playing great.
Awesome.
Notice the cue ball how it come off the rail and died. The right-hand English, after it hits the rail, kills the cue ball. Now he's got the 3 and the 4 balls right here, so he'll just make the 3 and basically stop right there for the 4 ball.
Basically, that's what he did. In fact, drew it a little bit closer to make it easier. Still has the perfect angle.
Here's a nice draw shot. He's going to use low left-hand English and bring the cue ball up to around here for the 6 ball. Watch the cue ball come off the rail nice and easy, and the cue ball comes right up straight in for the 6 ball. Now, the 7 and the 8 ball are far apart. Notice the 7 ball and notice the 8 ball. He's going to have to play position on the 7 ball so that it'll be easy to get down table for the 8 ball. So he'll bring the cue ball back and get a little closer to the 7 ball. Drawing it off the rail and bring it back out so he's closer and has the angle. Notice the angle he's got on the 7 ball.
You need the angle to bring the ball back to where you want it.
Yes, he'll come off this rail and back down table here. I think he can handle these 2 balls, Dave. What do you think?
I'd bet on it.
We don't allow gambling on the Pro Billiards Tour, Dave. Thank you.
E.Reyes doing his impersonation of Earl Strickland in the World Championships. Reyes will break again. 4-1 the lead, but don't forget, earlier this year in Orlando, Reyes built up a 6-1 lead on Varner and lost.
If he keeps making a ball on the break and the 1 ball keeps going down by that corner, he's going to be awfully tough to beat. As a matter of fact, it'd be impossible to beat if that happens. Now, right now, he's made a ball on the break, and the 1 ball is down by the bottom corner, but the 6 ball and the 5 ball seem to be in the way. The 6 ball is here, and the 5 ball is here, so it stops him from doing a massé shot because of the 5 ball. He may have to do a jump shot, a little bit of a jump shot, or he may be able to make the 1 straight in.
So the 3 ball disappeared on the break, and didn't go.
He tried to throw it in again with that English, and it didn't take. Now, if he'd have made the 1 ball, he had the 2 ball where he could have banked the 2 ball or played a safety, but he was in a jam there. And here's a break for N.Varner because if Ephraim makes that, you know, that's a big lead. 5-1's a big lead, but right now Nick has a chance to get to the table, and you never know what'll happen.
Where is the trouble on this table?
Okay, Nick's got the 1 ball in the corner. He's got to keep the 2. He's going to go into the 2 ball, it looks like, with the cue ball, and try to hit the 2 ball with the cue ball. And he hits it. Don't go in now. Okay, good. Now he wants a little angle on this. May it come off for an angle. So if he has an angle on the 2 ball, he really doesn't have any problem as long as he can get on the 4 ball. Because the balls are open pretty nicely. The 6 ball's in the middle of the table, and if he gets on the 6 straight in, he has the 7 ball. But right now he wants to draw the cue ball back and over for the 4 ball. He'll hit this with low and a little bit of left-hand English. Bringing the cue ball back. Now he has an angle on the 4 ball. He wants to check what angle he wants on the 5 ball because he has to get good on the 6 ball because the 6 ball is in the middle of the table here. So right now the position he's going to play for the 5 ball determines where he's going to play the 6 ball. He'll hit this one with low left-hand English again.
That's the first real mistake in the tournament.
That's a shot you won't see Nick miss too often. Nick should miss it. He overcuts the ball. He hits it on the outside of the pocket, hits the point, goes into the other point, comes off, and just misses the ball. And the low left-hand English is what made him miss that. The left-hand English overthrew the ball. Now he's left Ephraim a chance to go ahead with a very nice, comfortable lead. Low right-hand English. Bring the cue ball back for the side pocket. He wants to be straight in.
First real mistake of this match.
It's a big miss right there. I don't know if the lead had anything to do with it or not because Nick got perfect on the 4 ball. Now Ephraim has an angle on the 6 ball, so if he can get a picture of this, he's going to go to the bottom rail and come back up in the middle table for the 7 ball. With right-hand English, he spins it around, brings it right back in the middle table. He's checking to see if the 8 ball goes past the 9 ball. If it does, he'll bring the cue ball over to the other side of the table and play the 8 ball in the same pocket. He has to get up. Oh, he's hit that a little too easy. He didn't want an angle going up table. Notice the angle he has. He's going to play the 8 ball in here. The angle is down here with the cue ball. He didn't want that. He wanted to be straight in. So Ephraim's going to have to bring the cue ball. He'll pocket the 8 ball in this corner and bring the cue ball 1, 2, 3 rails over here and play the 9. He'll put the cue ball over here somewhere.
Tough shot.
Speed control is very important. 1, 2, 3 rails. And that's exactly about what he wanted to do.
Guess it doesn't matter with him. He can make a mistake and bail himself out. Just worked himself into a 5-1 lead. Mike Siegel has 3. Earl Strickland has 3. Ooh.
Oh, he got a lucky break there. He didn't scratch. He let the cue ball get away from him, and now he's got a nice opportunity to get this rack.
We almost thought he was going to hit the
He's got the
cue ball with the cue for a second.
Here's the 2 ball, and here's the cue ball. He's got a shot in the side with the 2 ball. He can't make it in the corner because of the 8 ball, it looks like. But if he can make it in the corner, he may pocket it in the corner. If it goes past the 8, he'll pocket it in the corner. Looks like it does. It looks like he has enough room. No, he's playing it in the side. Side pocket. He'll come back down table in the center of the table for the 3 ball. Center ball. Just make the 2.
Got it.
And now he's got a nice layout. He's got an angle on the 3 ball. He can pocket the 3 in the corner and with low right-hand edge come off the rail and back out here for the 4 ball. Now he may, if it goes past the corner here, he may just bring the cue ball over here for the 4 ball. I think he'll make sure he has a shot. He won't let the 6 ball come into play. Okay, he's decided to get straight in, straight on the 4. And he'll play the 4 ball in the corner, and if he can come off the rail or stop right there, he'll stop right there to play the 5 in the opposite corner. Okay, he had a little angle on the 4 ball, so he spun the 4 ball in and brought the cue ball back out on the other side. Now his position for the 9 ball, he'll bring the cue ball 2 rails around. He'll bring the cue ball over here, back out here, and back out to the middle table for the 6 ball with low left-hand English, not touching the 9 at all.
There it is.
It's like it's going to be a break and run out. Low right-hand English, bring the cue ball back out for an angle on the 7 ball.
He got the number 1 ball on the break and then methodically put them all away.
Notice I've been saying he always wants an angle. Now he wants to get straight in on the 8 ball in the corner. He'll bring it off the rail and try to get straight in.
Just about there.
Just about perfectly straight. He'll roll the 8 ball in, come down near the bottom rail. Not too much for the 9 ball. Nice and softly, he'll roll it in. Can't ask for a better job than that right there, Dave. He's playing great.
Have to admire the way both are playing. 5-3 now. We'll be back with more from the U.S. Open 9-ball championships.
But it all comes down to the break right here. If he makes a ball, he didn't make a ball, so Nick's still alive.
Yeah, and that's really what's kept Varner in the match. And the Varner fans, you hear them.
Unfortunately, he hasn't left an easy shot, and the table is a little difficult. Notice the 5 and 6 ball and 8 ball. They're all down here. And the 1 ball is here, and the 2 ball is here. What Nick has to make sure is that he doesn't make the 1 ball and get down here behind the 3 and 7. He may even play a safety here. But I don't think he wants to take his chances with his safeties anymore. He's a little off on them, Dave.
I hear you.
At any rate, he's going to take his time and decide what he wants to do.
Really and truly, you're looking at one of the great players of the game, 2-time U.S. Open champion, a world champion. He's won a straight pool world title.
Yes, he has. He's going to play a safety. He's going to put the 1 ball down table and the cue ball over behind the 2 ball. Did he hit it hard enough? Oh, he hit it great. Great shot. That's a great shot, Dave.
Oh, boy, it is. I don't know how Reyes can figure out a way out of this one.
Well, I wouldn't bet that he doesn't hit it. Ephraim will go to the bottom rail. He's got the cue ball right behind the 2, so he's going to be forced to hit it a certain way. Now he's going to go to the bottom rail and come over here to this rail and try to hit the 1 ball.
What kind of English you got to put on this one?
Well, he's going to hit it hard, I believe. But there's one thing, he may have to go from to this rail over to this rail and lengthen it out and come over to the 1 right here. Now, if you notice, if he catches the cue ball right here, you watch when he kicks it. If the cue ball hits there, he should hit the 1 ball. And he knows that, so he'll be playing the cue ball to hit there. He'll use right-hand English, running English, and he'll hit it pretty hard. What a great shot.
Oh, goodness. And look at that.
Look at that shot.
There is no real great shot left for Varner. What a master.
Notice the shot. He got right where he wanted to. Caught the point. He hits the 1 very thin. He got kind of lucky here. He hits it real thin, and he brings the cue ball back behind the 6 ball. That's a great shot. A little fortunate, though, and unlucky for Nick Varner.
You just can't play it any better than that. I mean, Varner hit the shot that he wanted to on the safety. And the man from Milan.
That's just unbelievable. That's a great shot. I mean, he just hit the 1 ball perfect.
He just leaves you speechless.
Now Nick's going to try to kick the 1 in. He's going to hit right English and come down and try to kick the 1 in.
Oh, great.
Look at here. Look at this shot.
Folks, you're watching something special right here.
This is a great shot. He hits right-hand English on the cue ball, jumps the ball up in the air, comes off the rail with the English, hits the 1 ball, almost full in the face, double kisses it, sends it on the other side of the 9 ball, and the cue ball goes right behind the 9. That's a great break for N.Varner. He's going to come to the bottom rail again and try to hit this with right-hand English. He's got to watch he doesn't scratch. There's a scratch.
Yep.
That's what he
got
had to
the ball, but you said you warned him.
He had to make sure he didn't scratch.
Hey, that's the first mistake he's made. I mean, he's won 3 in a row in the battle of defense. Finally, it was Varner to win 1.
There's nothing he could do about that shot. That was very tough to hit. But Nick made a great shot on the 1 ball. They both made fabulous shots.
Really?
Now Nick's got his work cut out running the table.
Yeah, this is not an easy setup by any means.
No, it isn't. But he
and
has
a full table still there.
Well, the 1, 2, and 3 are in nice positions, but the whole problem is the 5 ball. The 5 and the 6. He's shooting this left-handed. Nick shoots lefty and righty. He shoots lefty very, very good.
Are there many pros that can do that?
Yes, most of us can do that. Mike Siegel plays very good opposite-handed. So does Buddy Hall and Earl Strickland. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he made a mistake. I don't know if he got it or not. Yes, he has it. He'll play the 3 ball in the side pocket, and the cue ball will come down here, 1, 2, and up table for the 4 ball. Now he'll figure the position he wants on the 4 ball to get on the 5. It all depends on what he does with the 5 ball. I believe he wants to come down to the bottom end of the table for the 5 ball, so he's going to play position on the 4 to make it easy for himself. He'll bring the cue ball up by the side pocket. He has to make sure he doesn't scratch on this shot, too. He'll make sure he gets to the rail, I believe. He did. He's on the rail. He's coming off. He's got an angle on the 4 ball. Notice the angle he has. Hit that perfect. He has a nice angle. He'll take the cue ball. He'll hit the cue ball with high left-hand English and bring the cue ball 2 rails down this way, back here, and he wants to come out here for the 5 ball. This is a speed shot. Did he get there? Looks like he hit it. Looks like he hit it perfect. That's such a great shot right there. The speed at which he hit that, to make it come over and land within 6 inches or 3 inches of where you want it. Now he has to come out in the middle of the table. He should come for the 6 ball. He'll hit the cue ball with low right-hand English and make sure he has a shot on the 6 ball. He won't touch the 8 with the cue ball at all. There it is. Well, I'll take a chance, Dave, and say that he gets this table here.
When he does, it will be one of the more classic tables of the night, of the tournament. The way they played defense and battled back and forth in the beginning.
It's a great game. Here's a 3-rail shot, laid perfect to come right. Notice how his position, the cue ball is coming toward the 8 ball. Now he's straight in on the 8. He'll just pocket the 8, and he'll roll down a little bit for the 9 ball in the opposite corner. Bounce off the rail.
The 1994 edition, worthy of being called the U.S. Open Championship. N.Varner and E.Reyes putting on a show here in Chesapeake.
That instance right there, he made a great safety, and Ephraim just made a great hit. Let's see how he breaks him. This is where it tells the story right here, Dave. Hitting the 1 ball solid and hope he doesn't scratch on the cue ball. He make the 1 ball. No. Did he make a ball? He needs to make a ball.
It's odd how neither player has really been able to capitalize on their break. That has not been the story in this particular match.
Well, it's not so bad because even though he didn't make a ball, it's a tough run out. Ephraim has a cut shot on the 1 ball. He'll play the 1 ball in this corner, but notice where the 2 ball is. He's got to bring the cue ball through these 3 rails and back down table, or off the side rail and back out. He's got his work cut out. It's not an easy shot. Now, he may just play to cut the 2 ball in and not try to get perfect on the 2. But he also has the 3 and 8. The 8 ball's blocking the pocket for the 3 ball, so he has his work cut out. If he runs out here, it'd be a great run out. 6 ball got in the way. That was a tough break. He tried to shorten the angle at which the cue ball would come around table, and he got a tough break. Now he has a bank shot on the 2 ball or a safety, either one he decides to do. Now the bank shot, he could bring the 2 ball from this rail back down table into here and bring the cue ball over here for position on the 3 ball on the side. Or he has a safety where he just hits the 2 ball up table and brings the cue ball right here behind these balls, behind the 6 and 9. Be interesting to see what he does. I think he's going to play a safety. He won't hit this real hard. He'll put the 2 ball up by a little past the side pocket. And watch out for the gullyway here. He may have left the gullyway. Notice the cue ball between the 3 and 9. He may have left Nick a shot between the 3 ball and the 9 ball. That'd be a nice break for Nick if he can see the 2 ball.
Crowd seems to think he didn't.
Well, I think he did. I think he left a passageway for the 2 ball right between the 3 and 9. And it looks like how he's going to the shot that he has a chance. But now he's concerned about the 3 and 8. And this is not an easy shot after he makes. If he makes the 2 ball, he has noticed the passageway.
That's a better angle. Yeah, it does appear with enough English on the ball that you can get through.
Well, he has an open passageway there, Dave. He can just make the 2 ball, but he wants to put English on it to come back up for the 3-8 combination. He'll hit this very hard.
Great shot. That time the safety backfired.
That's a great shot right there. He
He
hit it real hard, and he's got on the combination now for the 8. And what he's going to have to do now is make sure that the 3 ball doesn't go in with the 8 ball, because he has to make sure he has a shot after he pockets the 3 ball. So he's going to go into the 6 and 9 ball, I think. This is a tough decision. The angle which he has, if he can hit the 9 ball, he'll hit the 9 ball with the cue ball and knock the 9 out of the way, so that he has a shot on the 3 ball next. Give him a shot. Okay, I think he's okay. I think he can go to the rail first and make the 3 ball. It's hard to tell from here, but no, it looks like he might have the 3 right straight in. He's okay. But he'll play the cue ball up toward the side pocket. There it is. Now he's left a nice angle on the 4, but he'll play the 4 in here and come off the rail for the 5 ball in the other corner, and he'll want the cue ball. He'll play the cue ball back on this side, on the left-hand side of the table for the 6 ball. He'll hit the 4 ball with low left-hand English, and just bounce the cue ball off the rail. He'll leave an angle on the 5 ball. Notice the angle he has on the 5 ball. He'll play this shot with high right-hand English and bring the cue ball back over here. Here he's going to play the 5 ball, come off the rail, and back out here for the 6 ball. Oh. Okay, he's perfect. He's perfect at the 9 ball, but the 9 ball isn't blocking the 7. Now he's going to have to play the 6 and come back on this side of the table over here for the 7 ball somewhere if he can. Bounce off the rail a little bit.
There it is.
He made some great shots this rack to get out.
Well, he did. Some concern now. Reyes has 2 wins in a row for N.Varner. And suddenly here in Chesapeake, it's 7-6. You can feel the nerves of everybody who's watching. But how about these 2 guys?
I'll tell you the truth from experience. We're not even worried about what's going on. We're out there, but we want a shot. We want to play. I know when I'm playing in the finals, I'm not thinking about how nervous I am. I'm thinking about, give me a shot. I want to win. And Nick's made a great break here. Did he make a ball? He needs to make a ball. Did he make a ball?
No. Close, but no.
There's a good opportunity for Ephraim now.
Well, he can't believe with as much velocity he had on that ball that nothing fell his way.
Wow, he made a great break. Notice the balls. They're all past the spot, except for 3 of them. He's knocked 6 balls past the spot, and he's left a wide open table for Ephraim. If Ephraim can make the 1, he has a chance to win this rack. And he makes the 1. That was a great shot. Now he's got a nice shot on the 2. He'll play the 2 ball in the corner and bring the cue ball over here for the 3 ball. That's a tough break for Nick. He broke the balls really well and hit them really hard and didn't make a ball. That's twice in a row now he's done that.
Definitely fade a part of this game.
Well, this is a nice layout here. I mean, it's everything like elementary right here. The 4 ball in the corner. He's going to come off the side rail and play the 5 in the side. Everything just lays perfect. This is the same way you'd play the balls without numbers on them.
To win a major tournament, obviously you have to be able to play great, but so many people can do that. You have to get some good luck. You have to get some breaks along the way, don't you?
Oh, yeah, you have to get some rolls.
If ever there was a time that E.Reyes needed a break in a major title in this country,
he would love to win the U.S. Open.
This was it, and this might have been it. A great break. Nothing would fall for Varner. And the map of the table relatively easy this time around for Reyes.
Really a nice layout here. This the 8 inside, and he'll just bring the cue ball down to the bottom rail for the 9 ball. No, he's hit a little strong. It must have been straight in. At any rate, he's got a nice shot, nice chance to make the 9 ball in the corner.
There it is. 8-6. E.Reyes. The 39-year-old from the Philippines.
Efren may hit him a little bit easier than Nick, but he's going to try to play the 1 ball on the side. He'll keep the cue ball in the 1 ball, cue ball on the center table. He made a ball, and he's got a shot. Oh, this could be over right now. He's got a nice layout here. He's made a ball on the break.
Crowd senses Reyes, who's won 8 international titles, could be on the way to his first major U.S. title.
He's going to bring the cue ball around 2 rails in the middle of the table. Low left-hand English. 1, 2, back out in the center of the table. And he's hit it a little easy. But he's okay because the 3 ball's right here. Matter of fact, the 3 and the 4 are together. He's got a nice chance for a run out here. All depends what he decides to do with the cue ball here. Now he has a little angle on the 2 ball, so he'll probably go to the bottom rail, back out for the 3 ball.
So many times Reyes has played on television in a final here and not won. Many people say he's snake bitten. Wondering how that could be. He's such a great player.
Here he's coming off the bottom rail, back out center for the 3 ball. It's a great shot.
What do you think is running through him right now? What kind of emotions is he feeling?
I think right now he knows he's going to win the U.S. Open, to tell you the truth. He's not thinking negative at all. He's very positive. All champions are positive thinkers. And he's just thinking now that I've won this tournament. He won't show his expression until he's won it, but he's got a nice chance to run the table. Balls are open nicely for him. And he's playing great. He's got a nice angle on the 5 ball to come off the rail for the 7 in the same pocket. And the whole secret's going to be from the 8 to the 9. He has to get the right position on the 8 to come down for the 9. He'll take his time, make sure he gets the right angle on the 7 ball to come out for the 8 ball. Okay, now here he's going to play 2 rails with the cue ball. He's going to bring the cue ball up here somewhere. High left-hand English. Look out.
Oh. It kissed it but came around.
Now he's got to watch the 9 ball. He doesn't touch the 9 ball. He doesn't want to touch the 9 ball. He doesn't want to take a foul.
He's double checking.
He's going to draw the cue ball back. Low English. There it is.
The jinx is over. E.Reyes, his first major title. It's the U.S. Open in 1994.